Embark on a journey to transform your garden into a sanctuary for nature's most exquisite aerial dancers. Imagine your very own oasis, humming with life, rich with color, where butterflies unfurl their wings and hummingbirds hover in the air. This isn't just a garden, it's a living canvas, a symphony of nature created by you. Today we'll guide you through the process of creating this nectar-filled paradise step by step, ready to delve into the world of vibrant colors and delightful fluttering. To create a garden that butterflies and hummingbirds can't resist, you must first choose the right location. This decision is pivotal, as the right conditions can make all the difference between a garden that stays barren and one that teems with life. Sunlight is crucial. Aim for a place that receives about 5 to 6 hours of dappled sunlight daily. This is because most nectar-rich plants, the ones that attract butterflies and hummingbirds, thrive in sunlit areas. Next, consider wind protection. Delicate butterflies and the lightweight hummingbirds prefer areas that are sheltered from strong winds. Think about incorporating natural windbreaks in your garden like a wall, fence, or even large shrubs. Proximity to a water source is also significant. A small bird bath, a shallow dish, or even a dripping faucet can serve the purpose. Remember, butterflies and hummingbirds need water just as much as they need nectar. Now that we have the location sorted, let's move on to planning and preparation. Sketch out your garden space. Consider where you'll place your nectar-rich plants and where the water sources will be. Think about the paths you'll walk to enjoy these delightful visitors. Planning is key to ensure every plant has its place and every creature has its comfort. With the right setting, your garden is ready to become a haven for these enchanting creatures. So let's roll up our sleeves and dive into the world of nectar-rich plants, the next step in creating your butterfly and hummingbird paradise. Choosing the right plants is the key to attracting these beautiful creatures to your garden. Selecting nectar-rich plants and flowers is the first step in this process. Let's delve into this nectar-filled world. Imagine a garden teeming with vibrant blooms, a veritable buffet for your winged visitors. Your garden can be just that, with the right selection of plants. And the best part? There's a wide variety of nectar-rich plants to choose from, each with its unique allure. Take for instance the butterfly bush. True to its name, this plant is a butterfly magnet. Its long, cone-shaped clusters of purple, pink, or white flowers provide an abundant source of nectar. Then there's the hummingbird mint, a plant that's as attractive to hummingbirds as its name suggests. This plant boasts tubular flowers in shades of pink and orange, providing a rich nectar source for these small, energetic birds. But the list doesn't stop there. The coneflower with its large daisy-like flowers, and the bee balm with its bright, shaggy blooms, are other great choices for your garden. Not only do these plants provide a great source of nutrition for butterflies and hummingbirds, but they also add a splash of color to your garden. And let's not forget about the monarch's favorite, the milkweed. This plant is not only a nectar source, but also a host plant for monarch butterflies to lay their eggs. When selecting plants, consider their growth habits, bloom times, and colors. A mix of native plants that bloom at different times ensures a steady supply of nectar throughout the gardening season. So, start by choosing a few of these nectar powerhouses. Plant them in clusters to create a more attractive display for your winged visitors. Remember, the more variety, the more species you'll attract. With these plants, your garden will turn into a nectar-filled paradise. So, get ready to step into the wondrous world of butterflies and hummingbirds. It's time to transform your garden into a sanctuary for nature's most exquisite aerial dancers. The design of your garden plays a vital role in attracting and accommodating butterflies and hummingbirds. Let's dive into the world of garden layouts and how they can become an irresistible haven for these enchanting creatures. Imaginative and thoughtful design is the key to creating a garden that not only attracts butterflies and hummingbirds but also provides them with a safe and nurturing environment. Start by considering the overall layout. A garden with a variety of heights, from low-lying flowers to mid-height shrubs and taller trees, can offer diverse habitats for different species. This layered structure mimics the natural landscapes where these creatures thrive, and it also creates a visually appealing aesthetic for us humans. Think about the sun and wind patterns in your garden. Butterflies and hummingbirds prefer sunny, sheltered spots, so try to position nectar-rich plants in areas that receive plenty of sunlight but are protected from strong winds. A sunny, south-facing wall, for instance, can be a great location for a butterfly bush or a hummingbird feeder. Now imagine transforming a plain patch of lawn into a vibrant, bustling paradise. Begin by introducing a mix of nectar-rich flowers and plants. Remember, diversity is key, so aim for a range of species that bloom at different times of the year. This ensures a continuous supply of nectar, enticing these delightful visitors throughout the seasons. Consider adding a water feature, like a shallow bird bath or a pond with a gentle waterfall. The sound of trickling water can attract hummingbirds, and butterflies often gather around puddles to drink and absorb minerals from the soil. Paths and seating areas can also be incorporated into the design. These allow you to move through the garden and observe these fascinating creatures up close without disturbing their activities. Finally, remember to keep the garden organic. Avoid using pesticides or other chemicals that could harm butterflies, hummingbirds, or the plants they depend on. Instead, embrace a more natural approach to pest control, such as encouraging birds or beneficial insects. A well-designed garden is a visual treat that also aids in the conservation of these wonderful species. So, let's roll up our sleeves and start creating our very own nectar-filled paradise. Creating a paradise requires effort, and maintaining it is equally important. Now let's dive into the care and maintenance of your butterfly and hummingbird garden. Maintaining a garden that's filled with fluttering wings and hovering hummers is not just about planting and forgetting. It involves a few key steps to ensure your garden remains a nectar-filled paradise all year round. Watering is the first essential step. Most plants prefer a good soak rather than frequent light watering. This encourages deep root growth, making your plants more resilient to dry spells. However, remember that overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering. Always check the soil's moisture level before watering, ensuring it's dry to about an inch below the surface. Next is pruning. Regular pruning not only keeps your garden looking neat, but also encourages new growth and flowering. The best time to prune is usually after flowering, but this can vary with plant species. Don't be afraid to cut back your plants, as most respond well to pruning and will reward you with lush new growth. Pest management is another crucial aspect of garden maintenance. While it's tempting to reach for chemical pesticides at the first sign of trouble, remember that these can harm beneficial insects, including butterflies and hummingbirds. Instead, consider natural methods of pest control. Encourage beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings, which are natural predators of many garden pests. Now let's hear from some seasoned gardeners and experts. Maintaining a garden is like caring for a living, breathing piece of art. It's a labor of love, but the rewards are immeasurable, says one expert gardener. Another shares, even the smallest efforts in garden care can make a significant difference. Regular watering, timely pruning, and natural pest control are key to a thriving garden. Wrapping up, remember that garden care is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. It's all about understanding the needs of your plants and providing them with the right care at the right time. Remember, a well-maintained garden is a thriving garden. So roll up your sleeves, enjoy the process, and watch your garden come alive with the vibrant dance of butterflies and hummingbirds. Now that your garden is ready, it's time to sit back and enjoy. Breathe in the fragrance of blooming flowers, the sweet symphony of birds chirping, and the gentle buzzing of bees. This is your sanctuary, a testament to your hard work, and a living artwork that changes with the seasons. Observe the dance of the butterflies as they flutter from flower to flower, their wings catching the sunlight and casting a kaleidoscope of colors. Look out for the hummingbirds, their wings a blur as they hover in midair, sipping nectar from your specially chosen blooms. Their iridescent feathers are a sight to behold, an array of colors that change with every movement. Listen to the sounds of nature, the wind rustling the leaves, the soft patter of rain on the petals, the distant cooing of pigeons, and the vibrant chirping of crickets as dusk falls. These are the melodies of your garden, a symphony composed by Mother Nature herself. But the beauty of a garden goes beyond its visual and auditory appeal. It's about the sense of peace and tranquility it provides, the joy of seeing your plants thrive and grow, and the satisfaction of creating a haven for these beautiful creatures. Your garden is not just a space, it's an experience. A place for meditation, for reflection, for inspiration, and for connection with nature. So, are you ready to embark on this exciting gardening project? Let's revisit the journey we've embarked on today. We've laid the foundation, selecting the perfect spot for our garden. We've chosen nectar-rich plants to attract our fluttering friends. Our garden layout and design have been optimized for visibility and attraction. We've learned about care and maintenance to keep our sanctuary thriving, and we've imagined ourselves enjoying this vibrant, nectar-filled paradise. Remember, your garden is your canvas. Paint it with colors of nature, and let it become a sanctuary for butterflies and hummingbirds.